26 characters, 12 sections, one dog is corner in my room. I don't plan out. Well, I enjoy now well, so if you don't like it, holic. Alright, so section 1 complete is Tekken. If you notice all over the section I have a lot of smudging, it's because when I press my hand on the wall to draw, it is, well, leave marks. So yeah, so Tekken was the first game I ever played, Tekken 5 specifically. It was just real fun. It is why I like to fight, and we have Jin, Hifara, Kazuya, and Hifara Heihachi. And you know, it's just beef throughout the whole games, all the games. Everybody have no chill, everybody's fight, all kind of wanting this happen. But yeah, I really love Tekken. Alright, so section 2 complete. We have Ace the Carnotaurus and Rex's handler from Dinosaur King. Dinosaur King was the first anime I ever watched and is about dinosaurs who got turned into cards to save them from the extinction event, and in a freak accident they get dispersed all over the world and they activated by the certain elements attached to the card. So their element is wind, and I don't usually like that element in media, but these make it look really good. So I like Dinosaur King. I think it's better than Pokemon. You should watch Dinosaur King. Alright, so third sketch done, How to Train Your Dragon. We have Hiccup, Astrid, and Toothless. I love these series of movies, from music to the story, and even the animation coming out the last ones was just great. Hiccup and Astrid, just a power couple. I just quite like that dynamic. And then we have Toothless, who I find to be the most funny creature ever. So I love this whole series, I love all the movies, everything. Alright, so section 4 complete. We have CW's Reverse Flash and Captain Cool. We asked Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars, and we have Curious George on the bottom because I just wanted to fill up this space here. So in terms of the Flash, it was a real popular show at the time during primary school. My favorite character there was all the variations of Harrison Wells, and my favorite one was Reverse Flash. I just find him to be the best villain in the whole series. We have Captain Cole, who's kinda one and off a villain, but he have no powers, yet still he's one of the most intimidating people on that show, which, you know, that I find that just make him real cool. Then we have Anakin Skywalker. I just really like Star Wars episodes 1 to 3, and I also love Clone Wars, and it's really because of Anakin Skywalker. I just find him to be the most interesting and dynamic character in Star Wars. Not really Darth Vader so much, just Anakin himself. Then we have Curious George, who is my comfort character. Alright, so the sketch for section 5 is complete. We have Tokyo Ghoul, which is my favorite anime. People say the manga way better than the anime, and for that reason alone, I never ever read the manga, and I never ever will, because I love the anime and I refuse to change my stance on that. So with Tokyo Ghoul, it takes place in a world where ghouls and humans exist, but ghouls cannot eat anything except humans and coffee because nothing else does nourish them. They just vomit up everything else. So we have Kaneki, who is actually a human but gets an organ transplant where it was from a ghoul girl, and he ended up becoming half ghoul, and he had to go through all that. And then we have Toka, who is a full ghoul that he ended up meeting at a coffee shop, and they kind of take him in and whatever, and all the drama that happened over the seasons. I really like it. I love this anime. You should watch Tokyo Ghoul. If you don't like it, you're wrong. Yeah. Alright, so section 6 complete. We have Hachiuji and Nagatoro from Don't Miss Nagatoro. This was the first manga I ever read, and it's because I was looking up AMVs on YouTube and I happened to see and I got to edit with that one Lil Peep song, Spotlight, and I was like, hey, this look kinda cool. I look it up, didn't have Crunchyroll, so I say, hey, let me try this manga thing out. I read it, was great. It finished earlier this year, I believe, and I kind of vexed it end, but you know, it was cool. I'm happy with the way it ended. It was very wholesome. I like this kind of wholesome shows. Yes, it's a romance comedy. I am a big man. I watch what I want. Hush him out. Alright, so section 7 complete. We have Demon Slayer. We have Tengen and Gyutaro. And Demon Slayers take place in a world where it rampant with demons who just eat people, and they have to enlist the help of these people called the Demon Slayers, and the top Slayers is called the Hashira. He's my favorite Hashira. He's an ex-shinobi. He had 3 wives. Real strong fella, real, you see, hand missing and he's still fighting here real bad. And then we have Gyutaro, who's one of the most sadistic, crazy, just savage demons out there, except for Akaza. And he just, you know, the fight was just real good. Goosebumps on my hand for the whole thing. The whole season was just good. So here we finish section 8 and we have the first and the worst sorrow. This is Cyberpunk, this is David, and this is Lucy, and in 10 episodes they managed to have one of the most emotionally devastating pieces of media I ever see. This show had me crying after. For the next week after, I didn't want to watch anything else. I just sit down there and I think about the show, and now anytime I see a post, I just skip it because I don't even want to revisit it. All David wanted was to fulfill his mother's last wish, and all Lucy wanted was to get out of the city, and her big dream was to go to the moon. So to me, this is them happy ending. This is what I believe in my brain what happened. Yeah. Alright, so here stands the 9th section and the second sorrow. Here we have Eren and Mikasa on top Eren's Titan form from Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where Titans overrun the place, and they had to build up this big sanctuary for the people, and the story gets more and more complicated over time, but towards the last season, I just stopped watching it because I realized what was going on happened, and I couldn't go through something similar to Cyberpunk. So Eren was willing to let everybody hate him, including everybody he loved, and was willing to let the world burn just to save the people he loved. And Mikasa she whole purpose this entire time until that point was just to protect Eren, but I guess you could see kind of where this was going. Yeah, Attack on Titan. Alright, so I just finished section 10 and the last and the least of the sorrows. Here we have Yuta and Rika. In this world there's something called cursed energy, and Yuta has it. And so what happened is, in the story, Yuta and Rika both grew up as sick children in the hospital, and they eventually became childhood sweethearts. And one day when they were crossing the street, Rika got hit by a car on accident, and Yuta, looking at her body, couldn't believe it, so angry, so sad, that he just kinda will her spirit to not leave and be trapped, not intentionally, but with him. And now for the rest of his life until he grew up, he was just haunted by this creature who is the manifestation of his anger and sorrow with Rika's spirit. And he didn't know why it was, he just thought he was cursed from that day. And yeah, the movie was really wholesome. In the end, he made his peace with Rika. It was a good movie. So I'll finish up the last 2 sections, and with that, do all. So here we have Dexter Morgan and Brian Moser from Dexter, and Dexter is a serial killer that only kills other serial killers because he was adopted by a police officer that gave him a code after he realized that Dexter wasn't a normal child, and Brian didn't have that same upbringing. So when they met as adults, it was kind of bittersweet because yes, they had a little bond as brothers, but Dexter couldn't follow Brian down that same path. And then we have Hawk and Miguel from Cobra Kai, who are my two favorite characters in that whole show. Cobra Kai is a continuation of the Karate Kid series of movies with Johnny Lawrence taking up the lead, and he basically just continue on the whole Cobra Kai thing. And yeah, this show twists and turns and a lot of fighting, and I just really like that. Alright, so with line work finished, I end up with not 26 but 30 characters, and I guess it really had nothing else left to do but to color, so there we go. Escapism is a habit, a diversion and an escape from reality. It can take the form of a hobby or a pastime that helps you reduce stress and find a sense of peace, but it can also take the form of something that leaves you isolated and miserable. For many years, the characters before you served as an escape from my reality. I would spend hours getting attached to them, enamored with stories of journeys I could not join. And when I didn't like my reality, I would put myself in their world. When I needed to comfort myself to sleep, I imagined traveling to their realm, feeling important, feeling useful, and feeling like I mattered in my own world. Then I'd snap out of daydreaming. I'd wake up, I'd turn off the show, and suddenly I wasn't there anymore. Like a rift in reality, I was suddenly sucked back into existence. And what an existence. All of a sudden, there was burden. A burden of my own creation. I developed a cynical mindset, and I would say that I hate the world. Why do I feel no purpose? Why am I useless? But I'm not. I'm not here by accident. The cynical perspective is a poison to me. These burdens are not mine to bear. Why must I entrap myself within a false reality only to be disappointed by my reality? The reality that matters. I looked at what I have been blessed with and not what I lacked, and found the world to be so much brighter than yesterday. I thank God for waking me up every single day when He didn't have to. I thank Jesus for the air that fills my lungs. I look at myself and I find that I am a man truly blessed. So why must I be addicted to escape? These characters aren't the answer. They are here for entertainment and nothing more. They are just characters on the wall.